Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Advancement Center on this beautiful, perfect, sunny day here in Santa Barbara. It's a pleasure to welcome you, and it has been a pleasure expecting you because 2 weeks ago, you took your place that had been reserved for you on the table of endless life. Remember that? And for those who were not here at that time when I was telling all about the table, just to repeat, there is this magical, endless table up here on the elevated platform of living, where there's a place reserved for each of you and for all those who will discover and all those you will recognize and invite. This is an ever expanding table of knowing. And what are we knowing? We're becoming more and more aware of our being and the unknown that is welcoming you at this moment. This has been quite a week. It's been filled to the brim with wonder, magic, and many miracles. Wednesday, Genya delighted us once again with her living her life in nature and joy and magic. And Friday, David took us all to where we have been going and arriving and being the you that we've always known who we are. And today, as my invitation said, no agenda, no ideas, but a lot of listening. Do you know that I feel each and every one of you on this call? Even those who are going to be on this call sometime in the future. Because what the Advancement Center is all about is being the home that welcomes you. When all is said and done and you've tried all the experiments and the experiences and the ups and the downs and around the corners of living in the play world, we all somehow were guided by our spirit to come to this elevated platform. Now, last week, for those who had never been here before, I wanted to set the tone and tell you how the Advancement Center began. And now it is flourishing and expanding. And I'm in touch with friends all over the globe. And it's exciting. So today, this is going to be a celebration of us all. And we're all at the table. And don't forget to invite new ones because they're looking for you. They're hunting for their divine selfhood. And all you have to do is recognize them and say, come on. Yeah, we've tried to make it easy by having a green button to push for no charge. And perhaps if someone is curious, they could find their way here too. I'm going to read something right now that I think you'll enjoy. And it's called, or I call it, the biggest celebration of all. A special world is growing around you, and all that you see for the future is becoming a reality. Right now, you are being shown something totally new, and you will understand immediately when you pick up the signal. This will continue to happen until there is no recognition of the old way of living or thinking, and all focus will be on the beauty of everything. Everything that flows in and past each person in an unordered pattern, performing the unique dance that shows the magic of every person's life. From this point onward, the pace will increase, and you will know that you are headed in many directions at once. The carefree movement of spirit does not consider the past and does not even consider the future because its movement creates the future and deletes the past in an instant. As we proceed, you will feel everything unravel once again. And the things that keep tying you to the events of the past will release and give you the freedom that you know to be yours. You will be guided, and simplicity will be the order of everything, every day of your life. This is the unique part of your future. And in my invitation, I spoke about the importance of listening. And I will hear you. And this is the golden opportunity we are now going to share in letting go of everything that is tying you to your past. Thank you. Thank you. In the silence, our hearts can speak and share. Share the joys, share the newfound freedom, the thankfulness and the gratitude that we are up here, able to see the world in all its frenzy and know what we know. There are those of us who are more active than others. And one positive acting member of our family posts the most beautiful, beautiful statements on Skype every day, on our Swisindo Skype group. Every day. And every time we can say something that is so positive, so many other things just drop away because they don't have any validity. And we have to be strong. And we are. We're strong in our friendship. We're strong in our knowing. And we're strong in knowing that we are family. With a home that far exceeds anything down in the everyday world. Because we've entered the new world of magic and miracles and beyond. How did we get here? We followed our spirit. We all have limitless power. Some of us have never even been introduced to it. But we always talk about how the new little one comes in to this place with nothing but power. Power to grow, power to explore, power to sing at the top of their lungs. And there's nothing like the determination of a little one on the kitchen floor that eyes an open cabinet with pots and pans. No one's stopping her or him. That's power. What has happened to that power? Has it been channeled positively? Or has it been educated? One person said, educated to be a cog in the wheel of the economy. Phooey, we don't want that. We want to set that power free. Free to create. Free to enjoy. and to discover more than we've ever been told that we can do. Now, this week, I said, was eventful and wonderful and happy and great. It also changed my life. Now, in the past, I can remember I transcribed a 3-day workshop where Robert was focused on the subject of healing. And I read the 3 days worth of healing, how to heal each other, how to heal oneself. But I read them. This week, I experienced them. Now, in the past, I've told you that, Robert is a healer. But in the past, if I had an ache or a cramp or something didn't work, I would say, Robert. And finally, he just said, do it yourself. And I learned how. I learned how to encase that ache in a balloon of knowing and moving it. But that was tested this week because I think it was Thursday, not sure. See, what I learned, no matter what I did, what I learned is what so many people have experienced. They have a pain, and where do they go? Up into their head, saying, oh, what's this? Ooh, what's coming? What does this mean? And the older you get, the more prone you are to say, oh, God, what is this? And if it ever gets to that point, the doctor can diagnose and tell you what you're experiencing. That's giving it away. Now take back your power. So Thursday night, I had a pain, and I tried that balloon idea. I could hardly breathe, move, or think. And the magic that happened is that I said nothing. And Robert felt it. And he guided me. And he guided me in the most unusual way. And I was able to follow his direction. And he said, these are the words: relax. Put your right hand on your right knee and move it gently and unhook or unclick your right hip. I did. It went away. I want to tell that to everyone in every rehab center. I worked in a hospital. I know what happens. And here, it's so simple. I was thrilled. Truly thrilled. And the next day, we got a call from a member of our close family asking for Robert's health, healing, his health too, but his healing. And Robert used to heal people all the time. And now he says, no, that's not for me to do anymore. It's for you to learn to help each other and to help yourself. So he spoke on the phone for quite a while. And I'm sure there was a relaxation in the feeling of fear. And now I'm about to tell you the highlight of this whole week. After David's broadcast, a few of us got together on a StreamYard or a Zoom call. Most people know Zoom these days. And it's an opportunity for the one who did the broadcast to get feedback. Well, feedback from this family was over the roof. They couldn't even find words that would fit how perfect his broadcast was. And we celebrate. We celebrate at any opportunity. So Robert went in, got the champagne, opened it. Everybody, wherever they were, all over the world, by the way. Someone as far as Scotland. And we all have our drinks, and they pour it, and we toast David and cheers around and cheers everybody, even if they're not on the call. And then Robert said, something that will help everyone. Now that we are at the stage where you can change your being to whatever you want, can you imagine? Robert was about to share how he heals himself and everyone. I felt like I had just discovered what I never thought I would know. And he made it so simple. And all he said was, I'm going to tell you what I do to myself. And the first thing is to get over any fear of not knowing what to do. And where does that happen? Up there. And then he gave us the steps of how to take care of ourselves. This is the greatest information I've ever heard. And this is what he said. This is just a sketch because no one can say it as clearly as Robert did. He said, close your eyes Let me see if I have a little note here. And with your eyes closed, open the inside of your eye. So that the socket is clear. When you go past that border, you're opening to a new world of your Creator. In fact, once you do that, you just walk into that new world where you are inside yourself. You start looking around and putting things back in order. It doesn't matter what the image is. You just go there. And if you can't move, you just have a picture of what you want. And then you find yourself in your brain. And you discover some things that might have fallen, so you put them back in place. You know what I'm saying? You have access to your being. At some other time, we'll get more detail. But what I wanted to tell you is that no one has access to your being but you. There's a lot of noise out there. Has nothing to do with us. Now, what Robert was doing, he was helping someone with their eyesight. And it's in the brain where this adjustment takes place. But then he added, you could do this for any place in your body. We need Robert to tell us the details. But have you ever heard that you have sovereignty? And this is your being. And you are all powerful. Dolores Cannon, it's so important to have the positive statements flying around to counteract all those other ones that are trying to get your attention. But don't give it to them. Dolores Cannon, who's not with us on Earth anymore, but she saw a lot of things. And she said, we're moving away from the negativity of the old Earth. And it's going to be a complete turnaround beyond belief. And we're all going there now. But isn't it wonderful to know that we are strong, we are together, and we are loved? As a child, I always thought I was really a native Indian. And that's why every time I see a quote, I say, oh, yes, it strikes a chord, hits the bell. And this one says, listen to the wind, it talks. Listen to the silence, it speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows. Do you know that you're transmitting to me right this minute? I feel it. I feel very connected to each and every one of you. I look at this setting and I see how we are blessed. And of course, you know, each and every one of you are welcome to visit physically. But until that happens, we visit 3 times a week. And that's wonderful. You realize what's happening is that we're all moving closer and closer to the unknown. And everything is getting cleared. Thank you for being with me today. I just feel so full. And feel free to know that everyone is welcome to our table. I wish you perfect life, perfect health, and a truly magic future. Thank you.